Beep, 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 beep. Welcome to the court of the Edijester. How you doing, you lot? What a week. Oh, what? There's so much going on. I'm angry. All the time. Full of rage. I'm enraged. I feel like... Do you remember the film Clue? With Wadsworth? Played by Tim Curry, right? And Madeline Kahn played the marvellous Mrs. White. And there's a bit where she's trying to explain her rage. Flames! Flames! That's me right now, okay? Flames. Yeah, let's get comfy. Now, I've been having a moan. Because I've done a few things over the last few days that have been really interesting, and the connections seem to be coming together. Now, that may just be me, in my own sort of conspiratorial mind, or it may be that I'm actually seeing something happening. So let's have a little chat about that a minute, and then I've got an exercise for you to do. Woo! Teachers teaching. I've got just something for you to have a go at. That's always very simple. Don't panic, Margaret. Margaret, don't panic. So, first off, Sandie Peggie. Right, I said yesterday the woman's a bloody hero, and she is a hero on a grand scale, because this is going to have the most extraordinary reverberations, which have started already. I also did a piece on affinity groups and all the crap that comes with that, and I've done a piece on the new LGB Alliance documentation, which is a great, great read, apart from the end, where as far as I'm concerned, they blow it, right? You'll have already seen that, I expect, me having a wibble and a moan. So today we've got one about how we're going to deal with the likes of the people that are dealing with Sandie Peggie. What we're seeing is the uncovering of some of the most dreadful behaviour I've ever seen. Some appalling reputation destruction, the attempts to cover up, and all of this, whether you like it or not, is being driven by EDI and DEI. I've been to have a look at the website. You'll know if you've seen my articles on Twitter. I've been to have a look at the website. They've got it's all, critical race, anti-racism, it's all there, the whole damn thing, the whole stinking EDI, DEI, equity, bloody bubo. It's all there, right? So it's not just me, it is all there. This could have been a different situation if it was someone else, something to do with race or something to do with whatever it may be, in which somebody challenged a culture and they thought they meant race and they'd go after them for that as well. Believe me, that is what these people do. What we are seeing is individuals who are toxic. Toxic. That's the word, right? So I've done an article today about toxic masculinity and toxic femininity. I've given us some examples from the Bible. Words to the Colossians and a bit about Delilah. Here, in case you didn't know, right? Just to illustrate the point that actually it doesn't matter. What we are looking at is individual behaviours here. Individual behaviours of individuals, regardless of who they are. Because if you're worried about who they are, and you're pointing out that they're women and pointing out that they're men, what you're saying is that you're playing the identity game just like the people that are giving Sandie Peggie a hard time. We can't do both, right? You can't, run with the hare and the hounds. So we need to start making decisions about where we stand, I think, and I've already made mine. I mean, as if you don't know by now, watching me. The simple fact of the matter is I don't care who you are. If your behaviour is toxic, I'm going to call it out. And right now, what we are seeing is incredibly toxic behaviour from whoever is running this NHSFife nonsense. Right? The Cybermen, as I called them yesterday. I got told off by somebody because I didn't use cyberhuman. That wasn't yesterday, was it? God, the days just merged into one. Flames! Flames! So, I was looking at it and I thought, right, we'll have a look at this. And I've decided the following. So, when you want to think about the workplace, I'm talking about organisations, because as we move forward and we build new organisations, or we excise EDI, DEI on all the crap from existing organisations, we're going to need to replace it with something. We need to start thinking about that, about how these organisations are going to look and how we're going to make sure that the people that did this never get in an organisation again. I don't want them doing anything more than saying, do you want fries with that? You know what I mean? That's being cruel, isn't it? But you get my drift, right? How do we do it? What's going to be the way that we move forward if we're going to maintain some kind of stability and our own bloody sanity for that matter, right? How do we do it? That's what this article today is about. It should be with you on the Substack. If not, it's on the Twitters. You can find it there. And if you're on YouTube, the link to the Substack is in below. Right, come and be a warrior teacher, by the way. We're looking at all this stuff. It's absolutely fascinating. Come and join us, starting in October. And now I would say to you that we need to look at how do we make the behaviours from people who are practicing EDI, DEI, and everything else that comes with it, including this gender nonsense and the way that Sandie Peggie's been treated, how do we make those behaviours gross misconduct? So I've been having a dig about, and I've had a look at ACAS. You know ACAS? ACAS? All the leaves are brown. No, I'm kidding. ACAS is like reconciliation, when things go wrong. I've been looking at some of their definitions about what gross misconduct is. And part of gross misconduct is insubordination. So I focused in on that. I'm going to start thinking about how a company can write its mission, values, vision, all the stuff that comes with it, and do so by centering equality of opportunity, meritocracy, intelligence, talent, excellence. This is the work the warrior teachers are looking at in year 3. So all this type of stuff, right? How do we do it? How do we do that? Can we write a document that is legal, that excludes these people on that basis and posits what they do, not what they believe? I don't want to attack anyone's beliefs. I'm saying if you're in my workplace, I am Barry, I am the owner of Bum Scrubbers Limited, and I sell small electronic devices that you fit in your toilet, called a bum scrubber, right? And these people come to work for me, and they then try to proselytize or to bring in EDI, DEI, and all the crap that goes with it. My question is, can we class that as gross incompetence? Not gross incompetence, as insubordination, and therefore gross misconduct, if it's written clearly in our policies and procedures that we do not tolerate equity or EDI, DEI. That's what I've been mulling. So I want you to go and have a look at what I'm mulling, what I've mulled. It's more of a wine, really. See what I did there? Oh, shut up. Right? So flames! Right, so go and have a look and see what you think. So I ran it through the Grokkage to find out whether it was legal. Grok seems to think it's legal. That's an interesting one, isn't it? Now, Grok is not a lawyer. So I'm sure that the likes, these real legal bods, people like Audrey and specialists in their field will tear me to shreds. But by my reckoning, as ACAS states, as an organisation, as the provider of service, you can put whatever you want in your mission, vision, values, and you can make whatever's important to you important, providing that you don't discriminate against anybody. I'm not going to discriminate against anybody who believes this. I'm going to discriminate against people who think they can proselytise and implement it. So you need to tell me, Barry, you're mad. Or, Barry, there's a nugget here. There's a nugget. We might have to dig a bit deeper to find the vein, but there's a nugget, which is what I'm hoping you're going to tell me. And eventually somebody's going to have to get their legal eye on it and go, do you know what? You could probably do this, because if we can do this, that's the message we spread. We identify the toxic behaviours that are inherent, if you've been watching the Peggie case, and for that matter, anything else that's going on, that are inherent, the toxic ideas that are inherent. See, again, I saw it again today, where they're using that Elaine Page, not Elaine Page, Midnight, not her, the other one that was an X-Men, could walk through walls. What's his name? Her name. Pretend she's a man. Oh, sod off. Ellen something. They're using her as a role model for boys in school. Get bent. That's pure misogyny. That is discrimination on a grand scale. And that, according to my calculation, would mean you could be sacked after a short, brief, and very quick investigation with extreme prejudice. Go on, go and have a look. Do your own work. Go and have a go. Let me know what you think. Get your noodle around it. And then in the comments, wherever it may be, let me know. Do you think this is workable? Is it workable? I don't know. Come on, hive gesterite mind. You tell me whether I'm right or wrong. And I will see you later. Ta-da!